Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, and what day of the week?
This is Friday. That is Red Day. Remember, everyone deployed for all our military people that are keeping us safe, that are on the other side of the pond or other parts of the world.
Could be some sand involved in somebody's boots today.
You're exactly right. And what these guys and gals give up for our freedom to spend Christmas away from their family.
That's right.
So keep them in your thoughts and your prayers as we, knowing their family misses them this time of year.
Odie, we got to go to, we're going to pull up a map just to point this out because we have breaking news. We always want everybody to be aware of any road condition that there is.
Yeah, because some of this could turn bad.
It sure could as we go here. And we're going to call this a self-field sobriety test going on right now.
So there's no blue lights behind him as he's walking
right here.
The white line.
He's right there.
Maybe he'll pass because the strobes aren't messing with his eyes. We're going to see. We don't know if he's done the one leg stand yet or not.
Pickford Lake Road, we've got reports of a man in the middle of the road kind of wobbling around and pointing, trying to give himself a field sobriety test.
They say if you just stand there on the side of the road that you'll be okay.
Right.
You know, because your home will come around every 24 hours.
If you're a deputy watching, you might want to check it out in that area of Pickford Lake Road and Highway 80.
Yeah, just see what's going on.
Just
or help him hold a light while he's walking the line.
Help you out on that test there. Joyce, good morning there. So good to see y'all. Crescent Lake is joining us there. A cup of coffee going on there.
We're getting some birthdays and stuff come in, so keep bringing them in. We'll get to them here shortly.
I had a question about the lady that was struck by the vehicle this week on 14th Street. Actually, all we know that is that in the end, she will be okay. We don't know much after someone is taken from a scene, but I've had people in the community say that in the end, she will be okay. Kind of banged up, and that did not feel good. But that's really all we know at this point. I haven't heard directly from her, and we hope to maybe a family member can give us some information on that.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Ooh, go up a little bit, because I think I got a name missed up.
Oh, we do?
Oh, there it is. Well, I be dog. I know, Lord.
You got a birthday? Is that what you got?
Yeah.
All righty then. We like birthdays. If you haven't given us yours yet, put those in the comments. So many ways to watch us if you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or either on Twitter. All three places you can watch and join us, even from our webpage at ScottyRayReport.com. A lot of people go, I get confused when it comes to social media. Type in www.scottyray.com, ScottyRayReport.com, and you'll find us.
Yeah, and like my mama.
How's she doing?
Well, she's doing good, but that TV, the smart one, it's smarter than she is. And I know that there's some of y'all out there that are dealing with the same thing.
Yeah, well, you get 5 remotes and you don't know what to touch.
Yeah, and it's like, what button? But if you'll go ahead and program in YouTube onto the TV, all you got to do is type in Scotty Ray and search, and it's all going to come up. Everything's going to be right there. Hit the follow button, and every morning they can get up and go to YouTube and hit that link and watch us on the big screen, or do it on their cell phone. But yeah, I bought my mama a TV that was smarter than she was.
It happens. I think we also got an anniversary up in here that bumped in a moment or two ago. We'll see if we can't get that. Again, as always, we'd love to hear from you when it comes to all of that. There's a 35th.
Oh,
look at that, 35 years.
Man, look at there.
So we'd love to hear from you when it comes to an anniversary. Even those happen there occasionally, don't they?
Yeah.
Marriage still works, believe it or not.
And they come around once a year, just like everything else.
Yeah, the odds of a man remembering, slim, but that's okay.
That's what we're here to do, is to help you remember today is your lucky day.
Hey, maybe we should start a service to where, say $20 a year, me and Odie call you the day before and go, hey, you know what tomorrow is?
And for a nominal, if you order today.
Odie will go sing to her.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Another birthday.
Yeah, boy, they just roll it in, aren't they?
Some of y'all was busy about 9 months ago, wasn't you?
About 35 years ago. Power outage.
Oh, me.
As we begin today, the Meridian Police Department has made an arrest. As we'll look at this, let's go pull this up where everybody can see this. We got this information late in the evening yesterday as we see that the Meridian Police Department Special Operations Department has arrested Eddie Gordon along with the MBI for a warrant stemming from a kidnapping charge. He was also had a contempt of court warrant as well within the city limits of Meridian. As we get that from MPD that arrest has happened. We do appreciate that. And what went on with that? Now, let's see what else is stirring this morning. We talked about him just the other day. If this were to happen, it would shake the world up and drive a certain group really, really nuts. But Elon, who seems to really aggravate a lot of liberals, says he's considering this. He hadn't said he's going to do it, but considering letting Alex Jones back on Twitter again. You know, of course, he was banned.
Yeah. Well, he needs some way to make some money because them lawsuits he's broke.
And was it Disney that pulled all their money from X?
I think it was.
There's a lot of advertisers that have pulled off that, and there's a lot of controversy going on all of this to where the federal government buys certain things from Disney, and they've canceled contracts over it in certain states, and it will be millions, if not billions, that were bought into the Walt Disney Company.
Here's the thing. If you have the same thoughts as we do on politics, your best bet is to go on over to X or Twitter or whatever else and find out what companies are supporting him, because they have our beliefs at heart. and do business with those. First off, let's do business with local companies.
Absolutely.
Right here, right now, let's go to our locally owned places and buy from them. And if we do have to order, go for those who support political standings
That you believe in.
we believe in. So, yeah.
And, as you look at that, of people that advertise with us, it's folks that we turn down a lot of people. You have to meet a certain criteria to be on the show. It's not we take money from everybody because we don't have to. It's good folks. If you see an advertiser here, they're good people because they represent us.
And chances are we do business with them.
Absolutely. I don't know if you saw this because I didn't watch it. There's no sense in watching it. But Chris Christie was seen as he headed out to Megyn Kelly, who hasn't been on the scene of a debate since she asked Donald about women. Well, people in the audience that went to commercial started putting up their iPhones and recording something. What's that, Chris Christie? What's he doing? Here's a picture as he goes to Megyn, and he's yelling at Megyn. Odie, do you want to guess why he's yelling at her?
She probably said something. Did she call him fat?
No, she didn't do that. He goes,
Okay.
Why aren't you asking me as many questions as everybody else? And she looks him straight in the eye and she goes, you're trailing. You only have 2%. I'm not going to ask you a question when no one cares.
You're not popular.
She was straight, bitter, honest. In the end, she goes, you'll get some questions later on, but you're not what people come to see.
Yeah.
He ain't going to get elected. I don't think he could get elected as putting change in a meter.
No.
That ship has sailed in his political career.
It has, at least national anyway. So.
Yeah, on a national, he may could win a mayor's office somewhere. We'll see about
Yeah,
that.
he could. But I just don't see it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't either there. We're going to bring up some Christmas parades today, and they're going to be here in just a little bit, let you know what's been changed due to all of this weather that is coming in. We're going to show you the map again. We showed you that on 6:30, but we're going to pull the weather map up next, show you where likely tornadoes could happen tomorrow as we wait to see if this shifts even further east toward Bama.
Yeah.
Some severe weather right around the corner. Scotty Ray and Odie, we'll be right back. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
Call Patrick Allen Companies.
You buy. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
And welcome back. And we've been flooded over the last few minutes there about the young lady that was bumped. I said that wrong. Hit. Let me back that up. In front of Anderson's Hospital as she went to cross the road. In the end, she will make a full recovery. We got a list here of just what all happened. God bless her. She needs prayers. But in the end, and it's way down the road, she should make a full recovery. But it's a long road to hoe before she gets there, so to speak, as it's always the old Southern way of putting things. But she needs your prayers. So this Sunday, add her name. Maybe we don't know her name, but just refer to her as the lady in your church prayers. Make sure to do that. She needs that.
Put them on the prayer list. Just God knows. And if you're in public and you're in church and you want to say, preacher, I've got an unspoken.
Yep.
The preacher is going to say unspoken, because God knows
He
the
does.
name of that unspoken and what that need is, and God's the one that's going to answer that prayer. But be in prayer for everybody. But this lady here, by God's grace, and God is good all the time, she's going to make a recovery.
That's good news there.
Woo. Yes, it is.
A few more birthdays. I think we got a couple of them rolling in there. You want to add to your list there, Odie?
I mean,
Odie is
come
busy this
on.
morning.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, there is a severe weather threat this weekend. We've had several parades that have. Did you get this one up here? That have been canceled.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Union, number one, coming in. Let's pull this up, Odie, and show everybody here. The Union Christmas Parade has been rescheduled to December the 16th at 5:30. Union Chamber of Commerce putting that out. We want to make sure everybody is aware of that so you don't show up and you're the only one there. We also find that the Marion Christmas Parade, as I spoke with the mayor last night, he has moved this to Thursday the 14th. This is a Thursday night at 6 p.m. Lineup starts at 5. Come on out to Marion. We'll be there.
We'll be there. I like those Thursday night parades.
Yeah, fun.
I think it's a lot better.
As we also go to Collinsville, this one, as we found out yesterday, has been rescheduled, but we're going to put this one back up here also. 5:30 on the 16th is when this will occur. Now, if you've got one that we do not have, please let us know so we can tell everybody else that your event has been changed. Also wanted to bring up here that the Enterprise area has had a little change there. They were going to move the parade to the 16th and the Christmas tree lighting also.
And I didn't see anything about Harold on that flyer.
Is he bringing in Mary?
You know, he needs to. And he
I mean,
needs to
boy,
stand
does that
there.
fit Christmas or not?
I mean, Barry hit it out of the park with here.
Yeah, he sure
You
did.
know, you got old Harold White right there with you.
Yeah, y'all check on Harold down in Clark County.
Yeah, he's cold.
All right, Odie, as we talked about the weather, let's just pull this up where people can get a good understanding of where the severe weather is listed. We're 35, 36 hours out from this event moving into our area, maybe an hour or two different, give or take. But as we pull up Meridian Honda radar, this is what we're showing here. Here is Meridian. This is a level 1. Neshoba County, Kemper County, and portions of Newton County are already under a level 2. So that makes all of Philadelphia, all of Louisville area there in Winston County under this level 2. Let's turn on locations and show you what we are looking at right now. If you live in Forest, if you live in Conahatta, you live in Union, Mississippi, you're already under a level 2 for Saturday afternoon. This will cut right across right here as you're looking at Talbot Enterprises. That's the line across the county into Kemper County, and we go into Cleveland. As we get over to where Cypress Mills is, Sugarlock, all of these areas are a level 2, which is most likely tornadoes can spring up. We can't rule them out in the green, but very likely on this side. And as we point out with this each and every time, this can shift a little further before Saturday afternoon.
I mean, we still got the rest of today, and weather can change in an instant. So we're going to keep an eye on this between our office and Scotty Ray's office. And
You know, as this
we'll
started
keep it
out,
going.
it was at the Mississippi River originally, the level 2.
yeah.
And
it's
over the
strong.
course of 8-9 hours, changed again.
And they're going to see. I mean, this is an educated, it's a guess, but it's an educated guess. And I am not at all going to try and say his name.
Who's that?
But he says, Merry Christmas with Palestine blood. And then he comes down and he says, well, it just went up.
Freedom.
Freedom for Palestine.
It's probably a hacker of some sort, most likely.
But you know, no matter what's going on over there, we need to ask God and send prayers for His will to be done over that way for everybody that's having to deal with that.
That's correct. It is a situation, and more I read about what went on. There's a lot of people that make comments that truly have no clue of what went on there, of the rapes that went on before people were slaughtered. You cannot even imagine.
It was, it's not something that you really want to see.
Brother Ben just sent me a text from Collinsville Baptist, and he said he had been to see the lady that was hit by the vehicle, and he said she indeed is going to be doing okay, and she is so thankful to be alive. So, good news there from the preacher man.
That's right. He was there. So that's awesome.
I'm proud of that. We had a fender bender yesterday afternoon, Odie. This would be on 29th Avenue, right around 40th Street, as we would go. And again, it wasn't a horrible accident, but boy, I did not realize the traffic that rolls down 29th Avenue.
That's a busy road.
Dude, it was all I could do to get turned around to get out of there because it was just zoom, 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 zoom.
They was here and they were there.
Yeah, so be careful on 29th Avenue. And another good thing, I really had forgotten that this happened, but my mother got serenaded last night to Christmas carols as the Fellowship Baptist Church was out. They had the church van out, taking people around singing Christmas carols.
Was that not awesome?
It is.
Oh, man.
So big thank you to Fellowship for doing it. And if your church does that, let us know. We'd like to brag on you a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Because that's very, very important there to keep a tradition going like that. I thought it only existed in Hallmark movies.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it with snow.
Yeah, we didn't have any snow.
We need to get a snow machine.
Yeah, I saw that once. Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back. We're going to check some birthdays. Yeah, Porky Pig. We'll check birthdays next as we begin this morning together.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and we had several people saying that there had been several people struck on that road there, 14th Street crossing over to Anderson's. My wife was at the doctor's, and Dr. Phillips said, "Yep, I made the Scotty Ray report." He even got hit. He did. He was okay, but he was bumped pretty good there by a car.
Well,
it could happen. That's we almost need another red light there,
or a tunnel,
something.
Yeah,
or over.
It is kind of.
It's stepping and fetching there, so to speak. Yep. All right, Odie, it's your time to shine. Let's make some people happy here because you got a bunch of birthdays rolling in today.
I done used half a sheet of paper on all this, but we're going to give it a shot. So Lori Donaldson, happy birthday. I know her. She's an old friend of mine. And Callie Pinson, I can't even read my own writing.
I ain't going there.
Happy birthday. We got Ryder Duvall, 6 years old tomorrow. Cooper Hatch is having a birthday. Michael Hurd.
Oh, Mr.
69 years old, Mr. Electrolux. And somebody was saying that everybody that calls or texts him a happy birthday gets a name put in a pot, and he was giving away something.
What's he giving away?
I'm not sure yet.
We got to find out.
We'll have to find out. We're going to make sure that we don't know if that's a rumor or what, but happy birthday, Michael Hurd. Trent Rideout's having a birthday. Noel Underwood's having a birthday. Kinsley Wilson's having her 17th birthday Sunday. And then Ray Mack McKenzie, all the way from Clark County, Mississippi.
Ray Mack.
He probably knows Harold or needs to meet Harold. Anyway.
Yeah, he does.
He's having a birthday tomorrow. Kathy made sure we knew that was happening. And then we've got Where Sheila and Mike Lang, 35 years of wedded bliss.
There you go. That was about 1988.
Yeah, that's pretty good with your math. You must have preloaded that in the calculator.
It was in my head.
So now, Meridian Fire Department.
Oh, did you get this one right here?
Captain Eric Hardy. Ooh, William Eddie Lewis.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
I interrupted Odie.
That's
I'm
all
sorry.
right.
What we got going on with the fire department?
Meridian Fire Department, Captain Eric Hardy.
Yeah?
Now, he's known to all of us as just simply by Termite.
Termite?
Termite.
Okay.
He is celebrating 16 years with his lovely wife,
Oh, you're kidding
Janae.
me.
Now, he's known to her
Squeaky?
simply by Muff.
Say that again.
Muff.
How do you
I don't
get
know how many people know.
How do you get a nickname like Muff
Well,
as a guy?
I've just got one guess.
We'll leave that alone.
But Termite, Janae,
Slash
happy
Muff.
anniversary. Yeah, Muff, whatever you go by today. Today may be Muff. But anyway, happy anniversary to the two of y'all. And I don't know who deserves the prize. One of them for putting up with each other.
That's right.
So-
Cuba, Alabama, we wish a happy birthday to Al Darby, celebrating a birthday there tomorrow.
Ooh, Cuba. Look
got-
at there.
Let's see here. We got a birthday here. She's 14 years old tomorrow. How do you pronounce that? Yeah.
It's a Chihuahua.
Oh.
Oh, the puppy dog be 14.
Yeah, that's getting on up there for a puppy dog.
Now, is that 2 years old in people's years?
Because you got to do 7 times that,
Yeah.
right?
So,
There we go. Still not too late to get
Yeah.
your birthday on. As we mentioned, murder in Philadelphia, Mississippi. It happened late yesterday afternoon. A body would be found. What was going on? As we pull up here, the story here as you're waking up here, it was. I spoke with Chief Eric Lynons this morning, and we do appreciate him talking with us because it was early. As we dig deeper into this story, Odie, a person would be found. A suspicious vehicle was called into the Philadelphia Police Department in a driveway. It was kind of grassy. The police department shows up. They see someone slumped over the steering wheel, and they had been shot. As they dug deeper into this, the victim would be identified as 23-year-old Kendall Triplett of Philadelphia, found deceased in the car there. Awful. Late in the evening, they got a break, and a person of interest has been arrested or taken into custody, and charges are expected sometime this morning. We'll get an update and names and photos here as soon as we get more information on this. But a young man has lost his life in Philadelphia, 23 years old, found at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they think he had been there for at least 2 to 3 hours as it was called in. Because a neighbor goes, I've seen this car sitting here, it's not right. And they did the right thing by calling police to come check that out.
yes, they did. See something, say something. And, I mean, look at this. Boom, they've already got somebody.
Now, and let me say this
That's
about
quick.
Philadelphia and Neshoba County. Whenever we ask for information regarding a case, they're on it. They reply immediately because they want the public to know what's going on in their town. They don't want you to think there's a threat when they've got somebody or we've got somebody in mind. They let us know that, yes, someone was hurt. If there's nothing to it, they tell me up front that's not true. I get a lot of things sent to me, and they're always verified through police. Philadelphia and Neshoba County are one of the first to always answer and explain what happened. They care about their citizens, and we can't thank the police department enough for working with us to get the information to you.
Well, the sooner you get that out, the sooner you've got the public that's helping.
Yeah.
You don't have to give away everything.
No. If there's a suspicious vehicle that's involved in something, Eric will give me a tag number, as well as Eric Clark. He will too. This is what we're looking for. If anybody sees this, calls us. It makes their job a little bit easier.
And the reach that the Scotty Ray Report has is tremendous.
We go in a lot of areas, don't we?
Oh, and the numbers are climbing. And thank y'all for that, because y'all are the ones that are doing it. So the reach to get that information out is extremely wide. This is, talk about casting a net. It's a big net.
Kind of like fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matthew, I won't say that out loud. We've got a lot going on this morning.
Coffee.
We'll talk about what went on in Dalewood here in just a little while. A lot of people had fun with that. Everybody's okay. We'll talk about that in a second. But as I was headed in that direction yesterday, I come up on this, and I wanted to remind everybody, because if you travel that way every day, it's like, whoa, now I got to go way around. As we pull this up, this is the situation that you will find at Lazelia Road, and that's going to be
Briarwood
Road up to Northeast High School.
Yeah.
The bridge is in the background, and they're working hard to get that replaced right in there. McKee Road, all that up in that direction there.
But I saw crews working yesterday.
Yes, they
are
hard.
working. As of now, next Wednesday, the 13th.
What's happening then?
Rush Mayat, the road manager for
Rush.
Lauderdale County, is going to be on with us. Understanding why and how these bridges get in that being closed and not repaired right off like another bridge may be. There's reasons behind that, and it's uncontrolled by local. It's a lot of state stuff going on. And he's going to explain to us exactly why it's taken so long for these different bridges to get repaired. So we talked to him, and he said, yes, I'll come on and explain that so everybody knows the time frame and why it is what it is.
That's good. That's good to know. Rush will be joining the report next week. Already 7:29 as we start this day. We're 41-ish, I believe, was the last temperature that we got to check on there.
It's warming up.
Ooh, heat wave is we'll climb to a high a little bit later on today of about 69. It's gonna get warm. 39 right now, Odie. We dropped 1 degree. My bad on that.
Ooh, get some more cows out.
Burr. We'll be right back. We're going to take a trip back in time in just a moment as we begin this day. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From bogs to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Boy, I didn't realize Union had so many people lined up for the parade. They've got 100 floats lined up to be in the parade this year in Union. That's big.
They're going to have to add another road.
That's real. You know, Meridian had 116, being the biggest that it's ever had.
Yeah.
Salute Union, Mississippi.
Ta-da. That's doing to it. And then, so that parade is next Saturday the 16th at 5:30 p.m.
Correct.
So what are you going to do that day? Well, here's you something else you can do.
Tell me about
and
it.
And at 11 a.m., drive right over to Newton.
Okay.
Just a little hop, skip, and jump away from Meridian. Because at 11 a.m. at the Veterans Memorial Cemetery, they have the wreath-laying ceremony to honor our veterans and those who have paid the ultimate price. So 11 a.m., go over there on Saturday the 16th and visit that ceremony. You're talking about a ceremony that'll touch your heart.
I agree, Odie.
Whoo, and if you ever have a chance to go to Washington, D.C. and go to the A Changing of the Guard at Arlington Cemetery. Lee.
It's a heart full of
movie. And
strings.
you better not say nothing.
Oh yeah,
That
that's all.
guard turn around and let you know right quick. You need to shut up.
Yeah, you keep quiet and things like that.
You sure do. Man.
You know, and I shouldn't use this picture because every time I hear his name, I have one image plastered in my brain. It was Archie Bunker kissing his cheek. That's all that is in my head. I don't know if you remember the episode or not. When Sammy Davis Jr. visited Archie Bunker is what's in my head as we go back to remember. Today is the day that Sammy Davis Jr. was born. He was a part of the original Rat Pack.
Yes, he
Dean
was.
Martin and all of those guys that
Yes.
hit Vegas. He was funny.
He was fun and could sing.
Oh, yeah.
But overall, dance. I mean, he had everything.
But I'm telling you, that Archie Bunker scene of kissing him is just incredible. Look that up
he's
sometime today.
Yeah.
Anybody remember the name Flip Wilson?
Yeah.
He had a comedy show in the whole 9 yards. He was also born on this day back in 1933. Flip Wilson. And if you'll remember, Flip was one of the very first people that would dress as a woman and do comedy.
Huh.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember what the character's name was, but he dressed, and it was hilarious. Kind of like the Wayans brothers.
Yep.
It's
they
good,
got
though.
Some stuff.
Old Flip Wilson.
Flip Wilson.
As we go back to a guy that would come into this world, would be known as Kung Fu Fighting. He would only leave us dressed as a woman in a closet. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, as we remember David Carradine, who once was Mr. Kung Fu Fighter.
Yep.
Born on this day back in 36. I won't pick on him anymore there. This was a big musician, although I couldn't identify. Like, if you were to put me on Name That Tune, I would not know nothing. Nada.
If Amy was my partner, I could win.
Anybody remember the guy Jim Morrison?
Oh, yeah.
What group was he with, Odie, you know?
See, there you go again.
Or was it the Jim Morrison Band?
No, he was in Grateful Dead.
Maybe I'm going out on a limb here. I think that the death could have been untimely due to possibility of some, well, y'all know where I'm going with that. I'll leave it. The Doors. LaWanda.
Yeah.
LaWanda is up on this. So is
Yeah.
Rosemary.
Yeah. Jonathan Wells. Oh, he said Geraldine.
Geraldine, that was that character that Geraldine.
Geraldine.
Thank you.
Look at there.
I knew that. Flip Wilson. If y'all want some great comedy, go back and look at that. It is so funny.
Yeah.
I educated Odie on a couple of things this morning. I don't know why. Do you know how things just pop in your head after 30 years? But I was sitting here, and it's not always a gospel song that I look for, but this morning that kind of stumbled up on me. Anybody remember Donna Fargo?
Oh, man.
She had a song in the early 70s called You Can't Be a Beacon If Your Light Don't Shine. And Odie came in the studio. We were listening to that at full. We were rattling the walls in here.
You know, it's something I get here at anywhere from 6:15, 6:20, something like that. And he's going to have something playing. And you never know if it's old country or gospel or something. But talk about a way to get you going that morning.
You gotta have a little. Gotta have a little something.
You got to have a little bit of oomph behind you, and we get that going up in here.
But you think about that song. You can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. Boy, that
That's right.
tells a strong message to others. That is.
Yeah, you got to tell everybody about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for them to understand Him.
That's right.
And you got to let Him shine through you.
Boy, a lot of people like this next guy that was born this day, and he
got it.
also is deceased at this point. 1947, he was born. Who are we talking about? Well, Greg Allman and all them Allman brothers.
And all the Allman brothers.
They were big.
Man, yes, they were.
Charlie Daniels toured with them when he was considered Southern Rock. One of his early starts there.
Yep.
So did Hank Jr. He hung around the Allman brothers. And then
Hey, I see I'm learning more stuff.
all of that blew up into what it is. And then Charlie had that magical moment one day. And the devil went down to Georgia, and he recorded it. All would change.
History was made.
It
Look
was.
at there. We got a good morning from the beautiful Miss Bonnie White early.
Oh, what is she
We're
doing?
missing you, but good morning to you as well.
Bonnie's going to come with us next week, and she's got some wonderful
Yeah.
news to spread with us.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah, make sure you stay tuned.
Let's see here.
It's like, not only was she funny,
Who's that?
This one.
Oh, this was the first time on television tonight that you would ever see this mentioned, because you didn't do that.
Like Archie Bunker and the commode flushing?
Yes, sirree. As we go back to remember, Lucy would be the first acknowledgement on television of a pregnancy.
Well, I'll be darned.
You just didn't do that, just like the beds were separated.
Yeah. Well, she was one of the funniest women.
Yep.
She was one of the smartest women, because she, from day one, said, no, I own the right to my show.
And we look back on so many that passed away broke because the movie people made all the money and the actors got nothing.
And she made money.
First person to do that is...
First person to do that.
Those royalties just keep going. And there was no such thing at that point in time as a rerun.
Oh, no.
They would find that out later.
And this was a woman. At that time, a woman didn't have that much clout.
Yeah.
But she said, no, I know what I've got, and I'm going to continue with it. This is mine.
Tell me what movie... Was it Splash, am I thinking here?
No, it wasn't Splash. She was in Batman.
Batman?
Yeah,
anybody
with,
remember Kim Basinger?
Michael Keaton, when he played the Batman.
Huh. I know her name, but I just can't rattle off 10 or 12 movies that she's been in.
She's been in a lot. But yeah, I know the one you're talking about. She was also, golly, what was her name?
She's blonde-headed.
She was blonde-headed.
Yeah.
Had legs up to here.
Yep, that'd be her. This next guy I couldn't handle because he was so loud.
Yeah, he was loud and obnoxious.
Oh, yeah. As we go back for a comedian who is no longer with he died in his 40s.
Well, it's because he screamed himself to death.
He did. Sam Kinison was born on this day back in 1953, and he was extremely loud.
Yeah, she was married to Alec Baldwin. That's why
Bless
you didn't hear nothing
her
else
heart. That had to be an awful time.
Oh, and they
in her
continue
life.
to fault. That's all they did.
That's it. Blind Date. Okay.
Daryl Hannah's the one that was in Splash.
But Blind Date with
Rusty.
Bruce Willis of that horrible date. His new car gets totaled. He gets shot at.
They get beat up. Yeah. But yeah, Daryl Hannah's the one that was in Fish. And what was Steve Martin?
The jerk?
Roxanne. Remember he was the fire chief, had the long nose?
No, I didn't watch that one.
You didn't watch that
I
one?
know the movie you're talking about, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Was it any good?
It was funny. Daryl was in it, Daryl Hannah.
One of the nicest guys that I've ever met. Angie was with me. It was 1989 that I bumped into him backstage of the Temple Theater. It was the first time that I would meet him. It would go on. I would bump into him several occasions when Debbie and I were in Nashville and here and there. Marty Rayburn of Shenandoah celebrates a birthday. Born in 1959.
Wow. So just a good guy, huh?
One of my favorite songs of Shenandoah was Sunday in the South. Shaking hands with a man who grips the gospel gun. Just another Southern Sunday. I love that song. 1964, and again, I put this up here because I knew that I would not remember what this girl was, what she had done. But 64, Terry Hatcher was born. She played Lois.
Yep.
She was in a James Bond show. And then the one that a lot of people ladies will remember, Desperate Housewives.
That's all
I couldn't handle that show. It just...
No,
I can see Odie as that little repairman that lived in that neighborhood, though. Odie!
Now, I could probably
fix
do
my
that.
air conditioner.
I could do that.
He has no idea what I'm talking about.
But I don't. Was he all around fix it?
Well, all the ladies wanted him to come over. They'd stare at him as he worked on the air conditioner and stuff. They're bring your ladder over here.
Well, did they pay him?
Well, we'll leave
Was
that
it
alone.
not with cash?
It wasn't with cash.
Oh, never mind.
Anybody remember watching Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah.
As we had a big birthday to hear. You remember him? I'm not going to say his last name on Matthew there. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Albert, have
It
a
ends
birthday.
with O.
Yes, sir, Bob. 1976, they do a remake of it, and this was a remake, but boy, this made this guy a household name after Convoy, of course. Convoy was bigger to me. But
Yeah.
any man that could hang out and get this close to Barbra Streisand, bless his heart.
Any man that would want to be that close to Barbra Streisand.
Chris Christopherson was the man of the 70s. He was the heartthrob of ladies everywhere. There's probably some ladies right now getting a handkerchief out going, whoo, whoo.
Yeah.
1976, this would be released today, and we would still have that controversy. What are they talking about? Welcome to the Hotel California.
Yeah, that's
such a lovely place.
Get a hold to you, and it's hard to let go of it.
It would, and that was their description of L.A., was it not? Isn't that what the Eagles said?
Yeah.
Of getting into the music industry and can't get out?
Yeah, you're stuck.
I can see that happening. 1980, this young man would be shot. He would not make it. He would not survive, as we remember John Lennon being shot. Horrible. There's some bad folks. That guy waited out for him to come out. We would lose another great in country music. Whew, anybody remember this guy named Marty Robbins? He passed away on this day in 1982. NASCAR driver, country singer. The list just goes on and on and on.
He's got it.
The big iron on his hip. It was tons of Marty Robbins songs that he had.
Yeah, Greg listens to him every morning.
Every morning.
Yeah.
Now, of all the actors that I still giggle, I can walk by and I'm entranced. I can't leave the TV if this is on. We would lose a great actor today. Slim Pickens passed away.
Slim Pickens.
You remember him from Blazing Saddles?
Yeah.
And many, many other Westerns, but I'm going to tell you what, he played that part in Blazing Saddles.
He played the dumbest dumb one.
Yeah.
And it fit him perfect.
Mel Brooks with Gov written on the back of the thing. And what was the lady that played the lady of the evening? You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And then who was the governor's right-hand man?
What's his name that was on the Carol Burnett show?
Carol Burnett show. Yeah.
Harvey Korman.
Harvey Korman.
But he played Headley something in the movie.
But those...
Funny.
You can't make that up.
1984, my childhood show would end. Each day as a child, I couldn't wait at 4 and 5 years old to sit down and watch this each morning. As Captain Kangaroo came to an end on this date back in 84. Wow.
Man, that was...
Mr. Green Jeans.
Mr. Green Jeans. That was kids' TV.
It was. 1989, my world would really change. I remember, what's that we got there?
Alligator's got it. Bernadette Peters.
Is that who she was?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yep.
This guy, when he made his introduction into country music, he would truly change it. He would carry on. I remember him in an interview, one of the first times I saw him. He goes, George Jones has a song there about who's going to fill their shoes. And he goes, I want to be that guy that does that. And he did. The question now is, who fills his shoes, as we would get our first here in the real world. Alan Jackson is first number one.
That's
1989. Marty, if you're watching from Philadelphia, you remember all of that.
All right, so wait a minute. Maybe Bernadette Peters was the red curly-haired lady. I thought that was her in it, but we're getting... Vicky and Debbie's come back and said Madeline Kahn.
We'll have to do some research there.
So... Yeah.
Back about that time in 1989, Alan Jackson's first song that was released to radio was called Blue-Blooded Woman, In Love with a Redneck Man. It was cute.
Yeah.
But he wasn't going to release that. If you will remember, it would be later on when a greatest hits would come out that he would release a song off there called Home. And it described his parents growing up poor and coming up. It was called Home. He had planned to release that, but an old boy went into the studio with the same name that same year and released a song, and he goes... I can't do that.
Ruh-roh.
As we all remember, Joe Diffie recorded Home. Home was a swimming hole. Boy, Joe Diffie was talented.
Yes, he was.
We lost a great man when we lost him. 1990, I've come to expect it from you. It was number one. Can you believe this? 33 years ago? George Strait.
I mean, yeah, if he did it, it's going to be...
Man, a gentleman among gentlemen. That's him right there. 1993, the thing that would destroy America was signed today. Oh, there were people saying that it's the right thing to do. We got to save banks. What it done was it destroyed the American working man. Who was behind it? A guy from Arkansas. NAFTA was signed, and you'll see all their little buddies there in that picture there as the American jobs went south to Mexico and other countries.
I did not have relations with that woman.
That's right.
Yeah.
He did have relations with the ink pen that got rid of all of our jobs.
Yeah.
We
All right,
can't forget
Alan
that.
McGator's done come back and said, whoops, I'm wrong. They're right. It was Madeline Kahn.
There we go. Blazing South. She was a great actress. 2016, we would lose an astronaut. John Glenn passed away. Can you believe that that's been 7 years ago already?
Yeah. Wow.
Man, how time gets away from us.
And he
that's
was writing a book
He sure was.
to a tell-all. I wonder if it ever got put out,
Oh, no.
because I know he didn't finish it.
Wondering minds want to know there.
Yeah.
Scotty Ray and Odie, y'all put a smile on. We're going to be right back. We got more local events and things going on to talk about.
It's that time of year again. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. From October 15th to December 7th, you have the chance to review and make changes to your Medicare coverage. At Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors, you can speak with our experts to find the plan that fits your needs. Don't miss out. Call 601-512-2100 to secure your health care for the year ahead with Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors. Your health, your choice. Make it count.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
As we talk about folks that are really good at what they do, Snowden & Company is there for you, aren't they, Odie?
And I tell you, this company right here will come sit down with you, find out what you're looking for, what your needs are, what school you want to be in. Do you want land? Do you want a house? Do you want wooded areas? Whatever you want and wherever you want it. They will take your information, your wish list, go out, find you your dream home, come back, help you do every bit of the paperwork. You sign the dotted line, you move in, and this is a company that sits there and does it all for you. Great people to work with that want to help you straight from the heart. They are honest folks. They are smart when it comes to this home buying and home selling.
Yeah.
And they will take care of every one of your needs, and you will be family, not just another person.
They'll be open until 5 today, appointment on Saturday and closed on Sunday. Visit them, Snowden & Company, right here in Meridian. Denise brought up Gene Wilder being such a great character in Blazing Saddles, and he was.
In anything Gene Wilder's done.
But he played the part of what, Cisco Kid?
Cisco Kid, the fastest draw.
And you couldn't see his hand.
But he had a problem.
He'd been drinking so many years.
Yeah, but
and then you had what's his name from Magnum P.I. Higgins was in it, who done when they blew up the town at the end.
he sure did.
That was
he
Higgins.
was a Howard Johnson.
Yes.
You know, they had about 10 Howard Johnsons in there.
Yeah, and everybody would go. Oh, and then the fight at the end when it went from set to set to set.
Went all through the production area.
And I can't remember the sheriff's name. Did you realize he passed away at only 53? The guy that played the sheriff of Rock Ridge.
Really?
And for the life of me, I can't remember
think
his
of
name.
His name either.
But man, he was good.
He was good.
Memory lane there of some great shows that.
Y'all back away.
You'll get it. He was a perfect actor. I can't think of anybody else that I'd like to see there.
And everybody that was in there was awesome at that.
Yeah, and Mel Brooks, who went on to do Men in Tights. That was funny also. You can't do comedy anymore almost.
No, you can't.
Somebody get upset. Hey, I have to brag on the Lauderdale County dive team. Boy, you want to talk about jumping to the occasion yesterday? Dalewood is where we go. We had a car go off in the water. And as we look at this, Odie, here's a member here.
Man, I tell you, Shane is a dedicated guy. I love him to death. He is a big member of our.
How cold was that water?
I told him that was probably the fastest change he would ever have to undergo.
And somebody to get a car out has to go in and attach something to a car to get it out when that happens. And it was brr.
It was cold.
We are glad to report no one was hurt at all on this, just a minor accident, and we are tickled to death over that.
I tell you, he jumped right in and got that out. So yeah, we can't let it sit there till it warms up.
That's right.
And somebody made the comment on there under your post that said, driver to insurance company. Hey, do you pay for, does it cover hitting an animal? Insurance company, yes. What did you hit? He replied, a fish.
People had fun with that. And it was just good, clean fun and comical to break up the day.
Knowing that the lady was okay.
Yeah.
She was fine. Little bit of humor. But
don't hurt anything, does
laugh, man, come on.
This life is short. Put a smile on it while we travel together. Hey, we have to brag on somebody. As Billy Solly, if he were here with us, would tell us how many days and hours are left, but it ain't many.
It ain't many at all.
He was just honored. They're holding a little ceremony down on the Gulf Coast right now, the Sheriff's Convention. He was there and he was honored, and we're proud to say that we wish him, after 28 years of being Sheriff of Lauderdale County, good luck, and it is all coming to an end, and he'll be a part-time deputy, I'm sure. He said that. I'm just...
Yeah. He's not going to... He's 50-something years in law enforcement.
It's like quitting smoking. There'd be no way for him to do that.
No. He's
going to be reaching and going.
He's not going to be able to sleep at night knowing that he's not getting called out.
Don't worry, I'll still call you.
Cleavon Little.
That was he was good.
Thank you, Debbie.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that a whole bunch there.
But y'all, the sheriff has done so much.
He has.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything that you have done.
And he's promised to come on the show before it all ends.
He's got to.
We might can get deputized for about 3 hours.
Well, now Clark County, y'all, Harold White is going to be chief deputy for a day over there.
I forgot about that because we have the sheriff coming out. And
he's coming out on the 31st at midnight.
Todd's reign ends at the 31st. Yep. He's no longer sheriff. So that makes...
So Barry will move up to be acting sheriff for January 1st.
Okay, 1 day.
1 day. So he'll have to have a chief deputy. So Harold will be the chief deputy for 1 day. Until Anthony can get sworn in and become the actual sheriff
on the 2nd
of Clark County. So probably on the 2nd.
You think we could get away from Harold on the 1st?
I don't know.
He'd allowed to eat some Wheaties, some extra.
Yeah, I bet he'll have an extra package of carrots.
It could be. We had a little small fender bender last night on I-20. If you leave Meridian going toward Bama, here it was, Odie. We had a little fender bender right there as folks, you know how you kind of look off to your left there to get on the interstate?
Yeah.
And bang. It was nothing bad, but it did slow down traffic a little bit. Meridian Police responded to that also.
Well, people need to learn how to work these ramps.
We got a $1,000 reward. Did I mention that? Ooh. Up for grabs. Ooh. All right, we're going to show you some pictures here. And this is Broadmoor Mini Storage. They're sick of this. They keep getting broke into. As a matter of fact, it's happened about 3 times in the last 2 weeks. As we pull up here, and what they're doing is they're asking for your information. If they can get a conviction and all of this, it's posted. Here it is, Odie, right there. Do you know this car? Let's pull this up. Blow this up a little bit bigger. This is posted on our page.
That car you ought to be able to see and
we got some damage here on the driver's side.
Yep.
But we hope the criminals are found. You can make a comment. You can inbox us or go directly by Broadmoor Mini Storage and talk to them and do that. If you can bring a name, result in arrest, conviction, they'll pay you $1,000 reward. Talk to them about it. They'll give you all the details there, but that's a business that's tired of this.
Well, today is the 8th. So we're that much over 2 weeks away.
Right. So that tells us
$1,000 could help anybody with a lot of stuff.
That's right.
So if you want to get $1,000, Y'all know who that car belongs to. Y'all
Yes,
seen
sir.
it. Most of y'all's parked beside it somewhere and be like, ooh, make that call.
From around the state, Amory, Mississippi, which is due north of here toward the Tennessee line. It's not quite all the way up there, but there's been a shooting, and a suspect did die in a shootout with police as we glance around, glancing at what's happening across the state of Mississippi. Let's see here. Louisville, we had lost a life in the Louisville area to a car wreck. I do hate that single car accident on I-10. A man from there passed away. Hate to see that. We've had a couple of four-wheelers stolen from Jones County, which is not far from Lauderdale County or Jasper County. Always be on the lookout. Our friends over at Dark Horse Press put this out. I talked to her last night, and I thought we'd share this in case you just happen to see this. Again, this is Jones County. If you've seen this four-wheeler, it's at a great deal. And the second one there, they were stolen. And again, we're most likely to see more crimes like this between now and the first of the year. It's coming.
Yeah, they've gotten four-wheelers here, side-by-sides from here. Be careful with it. And if you can get some cameras, put cameras up. They don't stop them, but it will give you an idea of who. But make sure you've got some good cameras. Drones to send in to arrest people. Whatever it takes.
That's absolutely right there. What are the odds of this, of you buying it? I've never bought the scratch off. I've just bought the lottery. I never won anything. But a New York man wins $10 million in a scratch-off lottery, and it's the second time within 2 years that he's bought a ticket from the same store and won. $10 million.
I won $10 on one, and
you and Amy went out.
I've jumped up like this right
like
here.
You bought a
and I hit
Toyota.
the ceiling fan. Yeah. Then it found out it was a $20 ticket.
You lost money. Oh, that's bad.
You know.
Speaking of that, Toyota dropped that campaign, didn't they? Where they used to have the guy that would always jump in there.
Yeah,
that's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, they can't find anybody to jump that high.
Well, there you go. Well, folks, it's that time of day that we come to a conclusion. We can't thank you from the bottom of our hearts for you coming and joining us. Whether you were watching on your television, your phone, your computer, whatever way that you join us, we thank you.
Yeah, it's we wouldn't want to do this without y'all with us every morning. We enjoy it, and we'll be back again Monday on about 72 hours, 71 hours away from now. We'll be out and about this weekend somewhere, sometime. If you see us, stop by and holler and say hey to us. We'd love to meet you, and thank you for watching us. Until then, remember, we love you, but mainly Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, who's died on the cross for you, loves you more. See you Monday.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.